Hello, welcome to La Casa. Take a seat.
And feel like home.
Hola.
Hola.
Tenemos invitado especial. Special guest is with us.
Sobremesa part 4.
Part 4, guys, is Álvaro.
Di hola.
Hola.
This is our friend Álvaro. He's from
Argentina.
Ole.
Ole. Che, boludo.
Aguanta Argentina.
But
Y-
he lives here, no? How long have you been living here?
2 years.
2 years. And you came straight from?
From Italy.
From
Italia.
Italy.
Oh.
Okay. Where are you from in Argentina?
In the north, from Tucumán, like a city. It's biggish for Spanish standards.
Okay.
Can I say this is also weird because most Argentinians here are either from like Buenos Aires or
Córdoba.
Córdoba. Yeah.
Or
Or Mendoza.
Or Mendoza, sí,
Mendoza.
bueno.
Bueno. No, yes.
Is Mendoza big?
Mendoza is like Tucumán. size.
Río de Plata, ¿sí?
People.
Eso es un sitio.
Río de la Plata is where Buenos Aires is.
Okay.
And also Uruguay, they
Uh-huh.
share the Rio de la Plata, which is like the biggest river in Argentina.
Is it a nice river?
It's very muddy, but it's like the main port.
Dry
I think it's economically important, like an important river.
Okay, she's educated.
Economy. How do you say it?
Economically important.
Economically important.
That's all.
My God, that was so hard. Also, that's like the thing. Like the economy in Argentina is not that good. No.
No, it's
Is that like the reason why you left as well?
well, that's one of the reasons. I think, at least for me, it wasn't just one reason. But Spain is much more stable, and
Yeah.
I think like any country in Europe, like Germany, even more than Spain, but they have more stable economies. It's easier to see yourself in the future sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like you think you know what you will be doing in 5 years or the next year.
Yeah.
But in Argentina, 6 months, that's long term. It's like 2
That's
months,
crazy.
that's unpredictable. Like,
Yeah.
In what sense?
for example, your salary can fluctuate a lot
Oh,
because the currency
yeah.
is very volatile. So 1 month, your salary might be 500, the next one 1,000, and the next one 250.
But like
you're
in
like,
the
what the
sense
fuck?
of what the money is worth, or literally you get paid more or less depending on the month.
You're paid more or less the same,
Okay.
but you can buy different amounts of stuff
Okay.
with that money.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the money is worth different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's hard. Like I heard from a lot of people that they can't move out. Like a lot of people stay at home with their parents for a long time, and it's like really hard to make a living. No. Like, what do you work as?
Yes. And I think I'm privileged or fortunate because I work as a data science.
Okay.
I can work with
That's money,
computer.
guys.
Yeah, that's money.
That's real money.
It's easier for me to change jobs usually because it's a very hot topic, very hot trendy job right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the dream in Argentina is to work for an American or European company from Argentina and get those
Yeah.
euros or those dollars.
Yeah.
That's like the goal, that's like the mentality. It's like if you know someone who has that, it's like they made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because also, it's like a thing that lots of Argentinians say it's never gonna change, right? The situation, no. But a lot of people want to go back either way.
Yes, there is like the learned indefensión aprendida, it's in Spanish.
Learn hopelessness.
Yeah,
no?
learn hopelessness or defeatism or like
Victim
distrust.
mentality, no.
Distrust in institutions,
Yeah.
and anarchy,
Yeah.
like when people don't follow norms very usually because if you follow them, there's people who don't,
Mm-hmm.
and you have more to lose if you follow the rules because it takes more time, it's more expensive, and meanwhile other people don't follow rules, and for them it's much easier.
Can you give me an
So-
example for that?
For example, suppose in traffic,
Yeah.
stop at the red light.
Right. It happens in Venezuela as well.
So you're supposed to stop,
Yeah.
but if,
People don't do it.
if no one stops and you
But-
do, you're
You're
it's risky.
actually
Yeah.
gonna get into a car.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah. Makes so much sense.
And that's just one example. Like
Yeah, I was
think of.
literally thinking like, yeah, in Venezuela it's like usually for traffic signs, just like to put it in a superficial type of way. Obviously, there's a lot of when people are doing like some trámites, whatever, bureaucracy type deals. It's like people cut corners all the time, and all those things should be regulated, but alas, they aren't. So
Fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
but I have seen that, I mean, me also being a South American sister, I see that there's a lot of people from Venezuela who would like to go back, but I feel like every Argentinian that I have seen ever are like so,
They're so patriotic.
yeah,
They're so patriotic.
they're like really,
I think Argentinians and Chileans are the most patriotic Latin Americans I've ever met. For real.
do you think that is true or it's just like biased?
I feel like we have. Well, I think you also have community.
Mhm.
Like for example, in Italy, I went to this very small town, and I found Argentinian people very easily, and we bonded together super fast. And we were like spending the weekends together, eating milanesa or gnocchi.
Aguante, milanesa.
Yeah, we were doing like Argentinian stuff together. Even though we were in a very small town, and that maybe it's harder to find people from the country you moved in a small place, but even there we found each other. So maybe it's like we tend to stick together,
Yeah.
even in the weirdest places.
Yeah, but you also have like you're so specific about stuff. You were saying like you were eating the same thing. To be honest, I would never ever like look for Germans here. Have like a little German community and start
it
eating
is
from Fuck this shit. I don't know what I mean.
No.
That's so, and also about mate. Like you guys with your mate, like you can't defend that. Which
No, it's like for me as a Venezuelan, I would say, well, I don't think I'm like the stereotypical Venezuelan in the sense of I don't regularly eat arepas just because I eat other things.
Yeah.
There has been moments in my life where I have eaten arepas, but it's like Hannah and I shared an arepa like 2 weeks ago, okay? And we've been friends for months. It's not like, I'm just not that present in the culture. That's on me though, like that's not, I wouldn't say like this is a generic thing, but I always see Argentinian people, like they always have at least one shirt from La Selección. They have, they always are drinking mate, as Hannah said.
what's la selección?
The football team.
Ah, bueno, yeah. With
La
football,
Celeste.
they're also fucking. Probably I'm gonna get cancelled. Bring it on, babe.
any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, it's good. Like about mate, so I'm gonna.
She's gonna
I'm
read
gonna
it.
offend you a little bit, guys.
You don't like mate?
Because I brought something. Because we have mate.
Okay, this
in
is
Alemania. Wait.
the Alemanian, the German ways of mate.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Wow.
This is mate from
See?
Alemania.
I'm gonna edit that.
Wow.
That's something.
We're gonna try it together. How do you
Thank you.
feel about that?
I'm curious. I'm a very curious person, so to me,
He's very open-minded, girl.
So this is like what Germans in Berlin, they drink that a lot, and it's basically from the same, like it's also from mate tea, like the.
But where did you find this?
I imported this from
Okay.
Germany.
What's
You
it?
don't get
In
it
your
here.
language?
That's what I was.
No,
thinking.
Alina brought it, like a friend brought it from me.
So
She's from
you've
Berlin.
been saving it.
I've been saving it for this moment.
Oh my
to
god.
Offend some Argentinians.
it's fizzy.
It's
It's like a
fizzy.
beer.
It's like a lemonade. Yeah.
With these shitty ass mics, I don't think.
Yeah. Like it's like a lemonade. People drink it with Seco and stuff to go clubbing. So.
So people
That's actually good. I have tried that
make
before.
drinks with this.
Okay, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers to all the Argentinians that are gonna
Salud.
lose their mind at the
Hay algo que
moment.
digan los argentinos.
Salud, chin chin, chin chin.
Vale,
Chin
vale.
chin, chin chin, chin chin, chin chin, chin chin.
Chin.
Okay. I personally, this is what I think, being non-Argentinian or German. I think it tastes a little bit like a kombucha that maybe had a bit of ice, so the ice melted, and it's
Yeah.
good. For me, it's good, but I don't think I would drink this every day, but as a treat, it's pretty nice.
A lot of people either love it or hate it.
Right.
Like, because some people say it kind of tastes like ashtray. Also, don't feel offended.
Oh.
We're Argentinians.
I'm getting the
I see
little
that.
notes of
Argentinians are like, this is it has nothing to do with mate, but it's from the same yerba.
Plant.
I'm gonna say something controversial yet brave. I
Let's
think
go.
the Argentinian people who are like so against this, what's the name of this?
Club mate?
Yeah,
Club mate, of the club mate, because they think it's like, they think club mate wants to be mate when I think they're two completely different things. It's like people saying that gay people can marry because marriage is a institution that you cannot have. Like, I literally think they're the same type of
Mate
people.
is an
Like,
institution.
literally, mate is an institution for sure.
I
Do you
have
like mate?
I do drink mate. I do it more socially. Like I enjoy it with
Like
friends.
a cigarette.
I would
Like a
say
cigarette.
I love that aspect of it.
I will say something about mate. I don't really like mate. I have tried it like twice, and I always think this is the time that I'm gonna really like it. But I never really do. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
But I've seen that people get this thing called a mate tongue.
When you burn your tongue with mate or
No,
or-
when it's like green.
you get green
No!
tongue? I didn't know that.
You didn't know it.
No.
See, I seen it like because for some reason my TikTok is filled with Argentinian people because I think the Argentinian people.
I fucking love Argentina.
I feel like that. Bueno, uno más que otro, ¿no? Desde
We
luego.
don't need to explain that.
But I feel like they are so funny, and for my TikTok, it's mostly like story times, and I feel like Argentinians are like very good at storytelling because
Yeah.
the words they use are so funny. It's like the tempo,
Yeah.
everything is like very very funny. So I've seen that sometimes I'd be like, I'm sorry, I have lengua de mate. Hola.
What is that?
That's crazy, bro.
See, and it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't look too good.
But that's like also maybe to I think that's why I really like drinking mate. I also like the taste, but I love about Argentinians that you guys are so you share a lot of community. Like not only between each other, mostly between each other, but you're also like you feel included like really easily in a way. I don't know. I feel like there are loads of things that make community, you know?
Yeah.
I think also because loads of Argentinians that I met that were not at home, they seek their community so much, so they were like missing it a lot. So yeah.
Like a very social culture.
Yeah, I would say
We're
so.
open to new people.
Even though one of my friends, he's half Argentinian, half German, which is a cruel combination.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he was in Argentina for 6 months in Cordoba because his mom's from there. And he said it was so hard because Germans, they won't invite you to their home. But if they invite you somewhere, they mean it, like 100%.
Yes.
But he said like he got invited to so much shit and then it never really meant anything. It was like, yeah, I got like come to have like an asado with us. And then the people were like never saying anything again or whatever. So he was a bit like, people say a lot of nice things, but a lot of times there's like nothing.
What she's
behind
saying
it.
is y'all
I think I
fake
got
as well.
No!
I think also like in Latin America there is this culture of bringing people to your house very
Yeah.
easily. Like you can just spontaneously say, "Hey, I'm in the neighborhood. Are you home?"
Yeah.
And you can stop by. I don't know if you do the same in Venezuela. Like
I think there might not be like too many issues with people being in your home, and I also think there's a culture of politeness that is not necessarily shared
Maybe
in
that.
in the sense of, I would say German people are very polite, but they will not invite you to a place out of pity. In
to make
Latin
like a nice
America,
comment in the
we'll be
moment.
like, yeah, for sure, come, and then you're like, I don't want this person to
Yeah,
come
yeah.
to this thing, but I'm not gonna tell them that they cannot come, that type of thing. I don't know if you're Argentina, guys. kind of like that.
Like they would rather invite you
Than to be like,
to
no.
save face instead of saying
Yeah.
no, I don't like you. It was direct.
All of you are invited except you.
Which I think is a good thing, but because you know basically like how people really think about you. So that's great. What?
Que estoy aquí pariendo con el puto micrófono.
Ouch.
That's fine. Lo agarré como una persona normal.
Sí.
Mejor, perdón.
Where were we?
I was saying that I think like it's better in that way. But maybe
Save face, you mean?
yeah, but like
No, because then you go to a place and then it's like,
oh, they don't want you there.
Yeah.
Ah, what?
You need to
yeah,
have
well,
a lot of discernment because I think there are a lot of places where I might have gotten like cute comments like that, and I'm like, that's really nice,
But
they
I
don't
know-
really mean it.
yeah.
I'm not gonna show up or I'm not gonna do this because I know it's just for it to sound nice, you know? Not in a bad way. I never take it like it's like an insult
Yeah,
or
yeah,
anything. It's just like some people do then believe it, and it's like they feel really bad afterwards because then maybe it's what happened to your friend that is like, I went thinking this was something and then these people never invited me again. Just because they invited you once doesn't mean you're gonna get invited 100 times, but it's like maybe you expect them to engage with you in some sort of way and people just don't. I mean, they're polite, but they're rude as well, you know? Like,
But how do you make? But how do you make friends then?
That's interesting. I think it's with a lot of time. Like if you spend time with people during years, maybe you become besties. I don't know.
You just you just have to work on the friendship and
And I mean at first, and I think maybe for him the thing is he was invited to plans where there were probably like a lot of people.
And also maybe from his parents, some people that were like, I don't know, maybe doing it out of pity because it was like the son of a old friend.
He's just here for 6
whatever.
months,
Sí,
like
eso,
that
eso.
type of thing.
But my experience in Argentina, the friends that I made, like the more lasting ones, probably from school, some of them from university, and some of them from people that I've seen since I was a very little kid, because our parents had children at the same time, so we were like cousins,
Yeah.
but from not related by blood, but because our parents were friends. So there are 3 examples of people that I spent a lot of time together, like years and years and years. So I don't know if I were to move back to a different city in Argentina and start over. I think it would be similar to being here in Madrid, in a new city in Spain. I would need to, I don't know, use apps or go
Do
to
you
bars.
think so?
and
Do you
stuff.
think so? Do you guys think if I would have gone to Argentina, I would have had a chance to make good friends like I do here?
It would have been the way I see it. It would have been you dating some girl, this girl introducing you to people, going to parties, blah blah. Then you meeting people that you click with, then blah 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 blah. Like this, like and started like with dating.
Capa.
That's how I kind of started.
Sí,
in
sí.
Madrid.
Ah, vale.
Because like, and I think here in Spain maybe, or like in some places in Europe, I don't know. I think it's normal to use some apps, but I'm not sure if in Argentina.
I did use Tinder for dating.
Ah,
Yeah.
go there having a girlfriend and being like, I'm going on Tinder.
No,
with a
because
girl.
maybe there's the opportunity to use dating apps. Maybe they don't have like friendship apps like they do maybe here, like in that sense. They're not.
Yeah, I met people that were like on Tinder being like, hey, I'm looking for friends. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
and people are like, nobody looks for friends in Tinder. Lonely people do. So yeah, respect to them, you
And
know.
also you have Bumble and stuff. The
Yeah.
other more friendship
Bumble
apps.
BFF.
That's how we met.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, we didn't explain. I know Álvaro because he's friends with a friend of mine, and I don't even know how they met. Probably through the apps.
Bumble.
Sí, ¿no?
Yes.
Por eso. Bumble BFF for the win.
Hmm.
Eso.
Yeah, I met Jeremy, my boyfriend, on Tinder, and then Jeremy met Carlos on Bumble.
Ah.
And you know Carlos.
And I
Just for
Love
context, to the audience.
Love that. You said before that you went away because of the economical situation, and that was like one of the reasons. What were like other reasons? If you want to share them.
So ever since I was a little kid,
Ever since I was a little girl.
a little girl, I always wanted to emigrate. Like it was always on my mind. I was like choosing careers was choosing the career with the highest likelihood to leave Argentina.
Okay.
But I think it was because of bullying or something that I was like I need to get out of
Okay.
this country. So my escapism was like imagining myself in an English speaking country because I was made a lot of fun of because of my surname. So
Right.
so my dream was to be in a country where my surname wasn't funny.
I thought like honestly that this is the type of thing that when you're an adult you look back and you're like this is so dumb, but when you're there living it like younger, it's like the end of the world. Because okay, context, can I say your last name?
Yes.
Okay, Álvaro's last name is Concha.
That's
It's like I don't know, I like
But
my
here
school,
it's perfect. Here it's Shell.
yeah, here
yeah. Yeah, but like there are people whose last name is like Mesa or like Paredes
Vale.
or like whatever fucking bullshit, and it's like I don't really think too much of it because I'm an adult. Okay, when I was a kid, I didn't think too much of it either because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, same.
Maybe like in my case, my last name, I don't think it's very cool. People have told me otherwise. I don't think it's cool. So it's like I wasn't in no condition to criticize someone's last name.
Also, why the fuck? It's like so boring to do that, but hey.
It's an easy
I
job.
mean, yeah,
It's
an
a very
job.
easy job.
Like,
Come on, guys.
one of the ex-boyfriends of a friend of mine was called sausage in German, Wurst,
Oh.
which
I love that. I would love to have that last name.
no puedo.
That was his name.
Like his last name.
I think
Victoria Salchicha puta
Pero
madre.
salchicha suena mejor que Wurst.
Wurst.
I think we would trauma bond with this worst guy.
Yeah,
Probably,
the worst
like,
guy.
we're
The
allowed
worst
to
guy.
talk
They're
about
literally two faces of the same coin.
Yeah.
the same story. We both end up in Spain.
I know.
Like-
That's
Okay,
crazy.
vale. Okay, I understand.
But you, when you were in uni, was this also an issue, or people were like grown up?
No, this was only in high school.
Yeah.
Like teenage.
Okay.
Only a
But
teenage issue.
teenage, that's crazy. Like, being like Concha is like so funny. Well, wow, that's like the craziest.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, for me, it's like concha. I don't see concha necessarily as the word for, you know. Beep.
Let's say it. 1, 2, 3.
Beep.
Sorry.
I'm gonna keep it anyway.
Yeah. So to me, it's like it doesn't register, but I try to imagine someone with
Yeah.
last name like Coño.
Coño.
Like in Venezuela, we say Cuca, though. So Victoria Cuca would be fucking crazy, especially because here in Spain, Cuca is like cute. It means cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Who the fuck made that up? That things are so different. Like concha means pussy and shell, and then what? It's cute and dick.
I mean, for concha being like kind of
It makes sense because of the
right,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, why not?
it's kind of like.
yeah. Pero
But Cuca, I literally don't fucking know where that came from, for real. When I came here and I heard people saying que cookie, que cuca esta persona, que cuco, I was like, ¿qué dices?
No puedo.
¿Qué dices? But there's like a brand of food that is called La Cuca.
La Cuca.
Es brutal. Pero yeah,
Guys.
I think it would be kind of crazy either way.
this
too.
is how hard it is to learn Spanish.
How do
eh?
you say pussy in German?
Fuck. I don't want to say these words. I don't want to say these words. Like, no, the thing is, in German, there's some words that are so ugly that, and it's so sad, but all of them, you can say vulva, which is like the prettiest one.
Okay,
It's the prettiest one.
and like the most.
Or the other ones are
Yeah.
bad.
Okay, porque puchina is not any better.
Puchina.
The puchina.
China, no.
Anyways, what was I gonna ask you? Yeah, when did you leave to Italy? Like you left for work, like to start working there.
I left to do my citizenship papers.
Okay,
To
because
get
do you have like family that were
I-
Italian or something like that?
yes,
Okay.
one summer.
One summer I
Sorry.
turned
The
Italian.
summer I turned Italian.
Love that.
So one of my friends went to Italy to finish her career. Like there was like this agreement between the universities, and I was like, oh my god, my best friend is in Italy. And that summer I did my research and I looked for my papers to link me to my great grandfather. So I looked for all the birth certificates, marriage certificates, death certificates.
That's awful work, by the way.
That was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I contacted all distant relatives on Facebook. I was like, hey, we share a great grandfather.
Do you happen to have his birth certificate at
his
hand?
date of birth
that's
or the town where he
crazy.
was born? So I was asking strangers. I reconnected my mom to a cousin, a long lost cousin.
Wow.
In the meantime, and then I found these papers. And
How long did it take you?
like a summer, like,
Right.
A couple months.
and lots of contacts and calls and stuff. And I was
She really worked for it.
I worked my ass off. And I was learning a bit of Italian to do the procedure properly on my own. And I was calling Italy to different towns.
Ciao, Italia.
Yeah, like, ciao, io voglio la cittadinanza, per favore.
Did you already knew how to speak Italian?
No, I prepared for a year.
Duolingo.
Like I studied for a year before going.
Also, so you really prepared yourself.
Yes, I was like, we're gonna do this the right way. And then I did hire people to help me find a place to rent because that's the only thing I didn't do on my own.
How old were you?
This was 3 years ago. I was 26,
Okay.
27.
That's why this was like a very mature decision because
Mm.
if he would have done it younger, I think he would have been like, I'm just gonna go to Italy.
Yeah,
Sa-
with my backpack.
Like,
Yo
tú, pues, tú, pues,
28 años.
pues, literalmente tú pues. But it's easier because you're already European.
Yeah, but I didn't know any, like last year, I didn't know any Spanish. I could say, concha tu madre, y hola, y dame una peca.
Una peca.
See, I said that wrong. I wanted to say pégame, but I said
Pégame.
my
Can you leave this in?
my Chilean friend was like, the fuck?
I'm gonna pay. Okay, so how long were you in Italy?
So I was working remotely for Argentina, and I arrived to this town with the help of these people who found the renting place, who by the way are also Argentinians who emigrated and now do this for a living. There are lots of people who do this in Italy and at the moment, and I was there for 6 months.
Okay.
And that's where I met some friends. I made friends like new that were also Argentinian, and I met my future roommate, Valentina, in that town.
Okay.
And when we finished our papers, we were like, what should we do now? And I didn't want to go back to Argentina. I wanted to stay living the Euro life. So I was like, where should we go? And Vale was like, I'm going to Madrid. And because she was already here in she already knew the city. And I did like some research and I found I was super gay. There was lots of work for people that do data science and stuff. And I went in. I searched for jobs and I got settled.
Period.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And how are you liking Madrid?
I love it. Like it feels homey.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel
Yeah.
strange.
This is literally what we talk about in the podcast.
It's
every
gay
day.
and it's homey. That's it.
Yeah.
Like this podcast.
Yeah, that's this
La
podcast.
casa.
No, but I mean, you obviously don't want to go back, as in right now. That's what you said. What do you miss the most though?
So when my best friend, when I came here, she was like, "I'm gonna miss you, and you're not coming back." And I was telling everyone that it was just gonna be 6 months of me in Italy and then coming back.
But she knew.
And she clocked me. She clocked my tea.
A women's intuition.
Yeah, she was very intuitive. I did come back the last Christmas with Jeremy, my boyfriend, for him to meet my aunts and grandma and stuff, and we were there for 2 to 3 weeks. That was the last time I
In your hometown.
I took him to Tucumán. I took
That's
him to the
crazy.
very deep.
Tucumán is where like the Capiñas are.
Carpinchos, we saw them near Buenos Aires.
Okay.
In the
okay,
Delta.
okay.
The
What's
Tigre.
carpincho? You have to explain that.
Capibaras, chihuires.
Ah,
Capibara.
chihuires.
Los chihuires.
I only know the Venezuelan word.
Only, I don't know.
En Venezuela es
Capibara.
Chihuires, sí. Yeah, because obviously I was obsessed with the stories on Instagram and I saw a lot of chihuires or capybaras and I was like, I never thought about visiting Argentina just because nothing in particular. I have never been like, for how much I've traveled, I've never been like a girl that's like, I need to see the whole entire world. It's just like, I'm an opportunistic regarding like trips and stuff. And since for me to go to Argentina, it would mean that I would have to really plan on it and like do the work to
Can
go
you
there.
please go together?
Claro, guapa.
Yeah.
Sí. Sí, qué bueno. Love it. I have one question that is, was it really weird for you to come here and to have like the seasons completely switch? Because to me it's weird when I see people like, as I said in TikTok.
They're now coming to winter, no?
Yeah, and it's like what?
Mm.
Because obviously my life, I've always lived in the like when in Venezuela you don't even have like seasons, you know. But it's like it's usually hot and that's it. And then you come here and it's hot in the same moments that it's hot in my country. And I used to travel a lot to the United States, so. It was also hot there, like there was summer there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So for me, it's always like crazy, like
When they're switched.
the brother of my boyfriend, his wife is from Argentina, and they went now in March, and it was still very cold here, like in the sense you still needed to wear like a jacket and stuff, and they were like literally every day in the pool because it was like middle of summer, you know, la pileta, and I was like, that's so crazy.
For me, one of the weirdest changes is my birthday. Because I was used to it being in spring in Argentina, and now it's like this weird autumn or something. I don't. Is it autumn?
It's autumn. Yeah, fall.
Fall.
Yeah.
You can say fall.
And the other one is Christmas.
Right.
Because I'm a very Disney girl, so like having a white Christmas, like with snow and a hot chocolate, that's something I only saw in movies.
Yeah, that's kind of like for me, for it to be like my birthday, for me to be like a summer baby if I were
If you were born in Argentina.
Yeah. When I'm actually a winter baby, like that's crazy. But to be like celebrating Christmas in like a swimsuit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because even in Venezuela, it wasn't cold, but you can tell that it was a bit chillier than the rest of the months, you know. It's just like, you also see like movies, like they're usually American, so all you see in Christmas is like people being cozy and like fireplaces and hot chocolate and like scarves and gloves and whatever, so it's like very different.
Yes, we need more summer Christmas representation of the
Sí.
media
Right.
for the Latin people,
Yeah.
the southern
The
people.
south
And
of
the
the
hotter
south.
countries,
Yeah.
Just in general.
Agreed. Can I ask what was the most culturally shocking thing about you coming to Spain? Like, was there something that you were like, these bitches are crazy?
I noticed, for at least in Madrid, people are being more polite. Like more, they use a lot of por favor, gracias on the streets and shops. And I also noticed lots of order, like more order.
Oh,
That's the
then in
first good thing.
Argentina, you
Yeah,
said,
the first good thing I
okay.
noticed.
I was like, I don't know if people think that about Madrid. People actually in Spain think that people from Madrid are very
Rude?
Ruder.
yeah,
More rude.
which I don't think. I mean, like in whatever capital city, you know, it's not like what. But so that means that in Argentina, people don't say like, you know.
It's like a different kind of polite.
Okay.
This here it feels like old-timey politeness.
Oh, okay.
Like in a period piece from the 30s or 50s.
Sounds crazy.
Wow, time travel.
Yes.
And since you were living in the north, did you go a lot to Buenos Aires? Is that like a thing? Do people that are not from Buenos Aires are like, I need to go to Buenos Aires and do this stuff because this you can only do in Buenos Aires.
There is some people who go to Buenos Aires for trips,
Mm-hmm.
like or to a specific maybe party or event.
Mm-hmm.
But me, when I was growing up, we didn't go to Buenos Aires that often. But
How long was the trip from your town to Buenos Aires?
So if we wanted to go to the beach, for example, in Argentina, Mar del Plata, which is south of Buenos Aires, by car it takes like 2 days driving.
That because that's the other thing about Argentina that I've heard that it's like
fucking
infinite.
humongous. But yeah, that's the thing, like, because the map, I also said that in another episode, the map is not accurate, obviously. So if you would put Argentina, like the real size on Europe, it would be so big, but it looks so small on the continent.
Yeah.
So I can't really imagine how far it is or whatever.
Yeah, if you're going like from the north to the south, kind of, right? That's crazy. 2
Yes.
days is crazy.
It's a very long distance, and sometimes from Tucumán, if you want to go to the beach, it's more or less the same distance to go to Brazil, to the
That's
south
what
of
I was
Brazil.
gonna ask that. Like,
So we sometimes went there for summer.
okay.
So we spent both places.
How is Brazil though? How
I
is she
love
though?
Brazil. Eu amo Brasil. Brasil.
Fala português.
Quem eu sou e garoto. E garotinha.
Damn. I would love to go to Brazil.
Yo
I love
también.
Brazil.
Are the people nice there? No.
They're like happy. They seem like happier.
They seem better.
They're not miserable like the rest of us because
Like-
everybody's like super hot and everything is
Something
something.
that I notice is like there is a nostalgia or melancholy in being Argentinian,
Okay.
and there is like a happiness in being Brazilian, like culturally.
Okay.
Ah.
Like the music or the art, like there is Argentina like tango, very melancholic. The class, the folklore, very
Mhm.
melancholic and
They're like dramatic, is what
dramatic.
I'm trying
Yes.
to say.
But on the other hand, Brazil from the outside it looks more like samba, carnaval.
Yeah, right.
But why are you being so dramatic if you're like really like one of the people that love their country the most and being so
I feel like
happy?
maybe Brazilians also would kill for their country.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess so. I think Brazil, like Chileans
I
as
think
well.
you know that there's I was going to say misconception, but I don't think it's a misconception about that Argentinians don't like fake Latinos type shit because they feel like they're European or they don't really see themselves as the rest of like when you see an Argentina like you're the same as someone from the whatever.
Can I say, when I was with one of my Argentinian friends here, I see her really rarely because it's hard to make plans with this bitch. If you listen to this,
¿Quién es?
probably not Paloma. You
Paloma,
don't
ni
even
te
know.
conozco,
Sí,
guapa. O sea,
sabes.
muy heavy. Yo pensaba que la mujer ni vivía aquí, or whatever. Yeah.
And I told her like, oh yeah, when I first got here, I was like, so if this isn't working out, I'm gonna go to like Patagonia and work in a horse farm. She was like, girl, you're German, don't do that. That's like the worst cliche ever. Because bad German people have like, not a lot of bad ones, but I've heard like,
They say that Hitler is like
Are you talking
living
about
in-
this?
like
German
during
people
World
are
War
cool.
II, like a lot of
the
like,
other bad, you know.
no, like a lot of bad like Nazi people
Yeah.
flee the country to go to Argentina, or like did you watch that fucking movie in Chile about they had like a German little town that was like fucking insane. It was like a secta.
Oh.
Yeah, people from World War II, but they were like Nazi people there and stuff like that, and they were doing creepy ass shit because Germans are creepy ass sometimes as well.
Sometimes. So and also there's a lot of European influence in Argentina
Yes.
in
Yeah.
a way that I've never seen with my own eyes because what I've heard from Buenos Aires is that it's like very shocking to see because you have a lot of like the buildings are very beautiful and you have a very different styles, things that you won't see in Venezuela. Like you would see buildings that are really nice but in a Latin kind of way. They're not like European inspired, you know. It's like so they are a little bit like standoffish, let's say, or that's kind of like how people perceive them in that sense.
How did that happen? because I mean you're also obviously like it's a country of like immigrants and
But not like black people, you know.
no, but like I don't know.
Are there black people in Argentina?
No, not as many as in other Latin American countries, I think.
But like in Spain
Like in Spain, I
or like
think-
in Italy.
Maybe like in Spain. I don't know the demography, but it's probably a very. I didn't know any like black people like from African ancestry and stuff. I had no in my circle that I know.
And
no
he's like
one.
from a small town, you know.
Yes.
I mean, I heard like I just learned because we did a lesbian trivia, like a queer trivia, and we had also Latin American countries, and I just learned that Argentina was the first Latin American country to legalize gay marriage
Period.
And
Aguanta, Argentina.
in 2004, which is grand because Germany only did that in 2016, which is
That's crazy.
that's crazy. But I also heard, and you said that also, like we had that in the episode of Colombia, we had that in the episode of Venezuela, that it's just in general there's a lot of racism going on.
Yeah.
And
Actually, there's a dispute right now. This is like the little gossip session of what's happening in Venezuela right now. There's a little dispute because I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm like not informed at all. Okay, I'm like very disconnected.
Shallow.
Yeah, it was because there was someone calling Delcy Rodriguez, which is like the vice president, whatever, and they called her Mona, monkey, and her skin is brownish. People were saying, yeah, you know that's racist, and people are like, first, fuck Delcy, which fuck her, for real, like fuck her. But like people don't admit that has racist connotations.
Yeah.
They cannot see that as racism at all. And people were like fighting over Twitter because there was a podcast who was saying like, yeah, you can like hate on this bitch all you want because she is a bad person and she deserves the hate and she deserves the slander and whatever. But we can all also agree that this comes out of racism and people just it's like, no, we're saying that because she looks like a fucking monkey.
No.
Girl, like
Yeah.
wake up, girl.
Well, there is the Argentinian president before the current one during the pandemic. Before Milei.
Milei is well.
But even before Milei, the foreign president said the Argentinians came from the boats, the Mexicans from the Mayans or Aztecs, and the Brazilians from the jungle, something like that. He said like a very, very, very racist comment on national television, and some people were like, yeah, like,
Like,
what
I
the-
mean, to be fair, like in Germany, that happens all the time, like right now, and it's even worse because people here are more like in Europe. They are more aware of the like
Connotations.
of the history of racism. Of there are lots of great people that have put out a lot of great books. And they're putting like in a lot of effort on like I don't know TV and whatever to educate people on racism. So
Yeah.
I mean a lot of people here have the knowledge and still they don't give a fuck because they suck. But yeah, in Latam it's like people just they're like no they're not even thinking about it or what's going on.
No, because I feel like they are way bigger issues to attend than somebody fucking being offended about whatever. You need to have thick skin or whatever. Okay, and for my last question, what do you think about el concierto de Milei?
Oh, the rockstar.
Right.
Well, okay, elaborate then.
Okay, I don't know when this happened. I don't know if it was like after he was elected or whatever. Was he elected or he was elected?
I don't know if he was in campaign or after the elections, but he has this rock concert. He wanted to be a rock and roll singer, so he had this
brutal, eh?
wearing a leather jacket and singing like with his own voice, like no lip syncing, like live.
He
Me
did that,
estás
he did.
contando.
Sí, guapa.
And he puts on this intonation like rock and roll. Oh yeah! Like, he makes this voice
Brutal.
when he says.
And
"Yes,
what,
yeah."
what do you think about
Oh, I have something even more shocking about the current president. There is some tapes. He was on television
that? It's like The
They-
Epstein files?
No, but they were talking about tantric sex, and he likes tantric sex. Like he performs it,
Period.
and his nickname is the Bad Cow,
La Vaca Mala.
La Vaca Mala, because
Oh my god.
he doesn't give milk. That's all. And he
No!
said it on TV.
No!
Yes.
Hola.
That's the president.
That's crazy.
Stående var en kassen, Leute.
¿Qué significa eso?
That's like a slang shit. But in Germany, it means like,
For the Germans.
yeah, it means like really cut that shit. What the fuck?
Getting banned. We don't do that here. That's crazy, but what can I say if my president or ex-president was Nicolas Maduro and Chavez? He was also a character. I feel like people value way more being entertained than being like correctly taken care of. I fear. Like for most presidents, because Trump, you know, he's a
He's
very
very-
entertaining person, but he's not like a
This
president
sounds
at all.
too good for him, but yeah.
Like
yeah.
when you see someone that is so batshit crazy, it's amusing. It's amusing for real. I think that I would be, if I met him in person, I would be like, I cannot believe this is a real person. I cannot believe that that's a real person that runs a fucking country.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, the only thing that you can do is literally being like, what the fuck? Because, like, yeah, I mean, he's doing so much bad shit. I mean, you both know that also about your
Yeah,
presidents
I
and stuff.
mean, what can I say? But as a conclusion to this,
I'm gonna say I fucking love Argentinians, but you guys are also creeping me out like a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
I have to say that I have never dated someone from Argentina because I think they are crazy.
I think they're crazy, but the girls are so fucking hot. My god.
Sí, y sí,
Ah,
y sí, la verdad es que sí. Y no es que los hombres tampoco.
and also,
no sé
like
qué
a really
decir.
weird thing, it's just like I know a lot of queer girls from Argentina here, and they're all cancers, like cancer women, for signos zodiacal. And I'm like, I don't know why, but they're all cancers. That's crazy. What the fuck is going
If we
on?
put, maybe because like since they're, maybe it's because they were conceived in summer, you know, they were whoring in summer.
What? I'll be serious.
They're getting
Yeah.
out of there.
No,
and
because
stuff.
to be a Cancer, you need to be born like in July.
Yeah.
End of June, 1st of July.
So
no?
they were like, fuck this, I don't want to be.
No, they were like in a like summer vacation and they got frisky, and that's why a lot of people are Cancers. there. You know?
Bueno,
That
sí.
type shit.
Puede ser.
That's how I'm like surrounded by people from Sagittarius. Maybe. No? Semana Santa.
Sí, sí.
Whatever. Anyway, so thank you very much to our
Thank
guests.
you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having me.
This was very fun. Now go eat some milanesas and drink some mate, and
We need to finish the club mate.
we
Yeah.
will finish the
I'm gonna have some real mate because my new roommate is Argentinian.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, do you think he does what is tereré?
Tereré is like a cold mate with juice.
Right. I think I would like that a lot actually.
Can I try that? Can someone do that for me? Thank you.
Yes.
I'm guessing your new roommate.
He's like 38 and a music producer. I think he has like more important shit to do. But
Oh,
maybe
talk
I
to
can
him.
ask him.
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
maybe
you
you
know
can-
my
yeah.
persuasion is unmatched. Okay, well, thank you so much, and see you next
Next week.
Bye.
Bye.